What is necessary to change a person is to change his awareness of himself. If you only have a hammer, you tend to see every problem as a nail. What a man can be, he must be. This need we call self-actualization. If you plan on being anything less than you are capable of being, you will probably be unhappy all the days of your life. We fear to know the fearsome and unsavory aspects of ourselves, but we fear even more to know the godlike in ourselves. With a tree, all the growth takes place at the growing tips. Humanity is exactly the same. All the growth takes place in the growing tip, among that 1% of the population. It's made up of pioneers, the beginners. That's where the action is. It is as necessary for man to live in beauty rather than ugliness as it is necessary for him to have food for an aching belly or rest for a weary body. One's only rival is one's own potentialities. One's only failure is failing to live up to one's own possibilities. In this sense, every man can be a king, and must therefore be treated like a king. Dispassionate objectivity is itself a passion, for the real and for the truth. If I were a Negro, I'd be fighting, as Martin Luther King fought, for human recognition and justice. I'd rather go down with my flag flying. If you're weak or crippled, or you can't speak out or fight back in some way, then people don't hesitate to treat you badly. Classic economic theory, based as it is on an inadequate theory of human motivation, could be revolutionized by accepting the reality of higher human needs, including the impulse to self-actualization and the love for the highest values. But behavior in the human being is sometimes a defense, a way of concealing motives and thoughts, as language can be a way of hiding your thoughts and preventing communication. If you think only of evil, then you become pessimistic and hopeless like Freud. But if you think there is no evil, then you're just one more deluded Pollyanna. You can see neurosis from below as a sickness as most psychiatrists see it. Or you can understand it as a compassionate man might, respecting the neurosis as a fumbling and inefficient effort toward good ends. The ability to be in the present moment is a major component of mental wellness. The fact is that people are good, give people affection and security, and they will give affection and be secure in their feelings and their behavior. A musician must make music, an artist must paint, a poet must write, if he is to be ultimately at peace with himself. If I were dropped out of a plane into the ocean and told the nearest land was 1,000 miles away, I'd still swim. And I'd despise the one who gave up. Work is that which you dislike doing but perform for the sake of external rewards. At school, this takes the form of grades. In society, it means money, status, privilege. With my childhood, it's a wonder I'm not psychotic. I was the little Jewish boy in the non-Jewish neighborhood. It was a little like being the first Negro enrolled in the all-white school. I grew up in libraries and among books, without friends. Marriage is a school itself. Also, having children. Becoming a father changed my whole life. It taught me as if by revelation.